Hello and welcome back to Healthy Spouse, Healthy House. My name is Tony and my channel focuses on health, wellness, and relationships. You see, I believe that there are 15 different areas of health that any one person can work on at any point in time in their lives. So, each and every time I do a video, I invite you to join me as I introduce, define, and discuss each one of those areas of health. And then in the end, we make plans and we make goals so that we can become healthier in those areas. Now, y'all, welcome back to this is part two of my overwhelmed, overworked, and over it video. And y'all, like the title says, I'm adding a new word. Okay. Um, I am adding a new word. But I'll tell y'all about that in a little bit. But yes, just like the last video, and I was just letting y'all know all the stuff that has been going on, all the stuff that had happened end of 2023 into 2024, and how much it's been just a busy season. It's just been a busy season, just with so much stuff just happening, one thing after the other, after the other, after the other. And then, letting y'all know that it's not just all bad stuff. I've had some, whoo, really, really bad things happen. Some kind of bad things happen. Some, mad things happen, all the way up to some exciting things happening, and just working on all these areas of health, and becoming super in some of those areas. I mean, just really excited about some things. And then again, just being busy, taking on more hours at work. And the kids are really getting into a lot of things at school, and with their friends. And then, again, I already told y'all that I have three graduates in 2025. One's graduating from high school, one's graduating from middle school, one's graduating from elementary school. And so we have a whole bunch of things that we're doing. And now that we're in 2025, the end of the school year is fast approaching. So we have all these things that are coming up. And of course, our high school graduate has all these college things and all these senior things. And it's just like, take a breath. And that's how I've been feeling. Like, I've been feeling like I just need to take a breath, and I need to just take the time. Because remember, again, I say everything takes energy from you. Everything. The good times, the bad times, the mad times, it takes something out of you. And so it's just like, you're I told you that I was left feeling so empty. So empty, like, I have nothing to give, not even to myself. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, it's just too much. It's just too much. It's just too much having all this stuff going on. And, just trying to find the words for how I was feeling, and I'm still doing therapy. So thank God I'm still doing therapy. I'm a Jesus in therapy girl. So I'm doing all these things, and I'm still, thank God, again, in therapy. But I'm like, I'm overwhelmed, Lord. I feel overworked, you know, um, and I'm just over it. I'm just over it all. And I just remember saying that, not just one time, not just two times, but just like throughout this busy season. And even though January 1st came and I had some resolutions and I purposed, I was like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. Guess what? My busy season is still happening. And I'm finding out that I have to literally, I have to really purpose, I have to find the time to do all the things that need to get done and some of the things that I want to get done. And it's just like, okay, girl, you're gonna have to make these plans and goals, right? So that I can do better. But again, going back to finding the words for how I was feeling, overwhelmed with all the stuff going on, overworked with all the stuff going on, and then having things thrown at you. You know, it's not, sometimes it's not always the everyday things, even though it can be. But what happens when you already have a lot going on? You already have a lot going on, and then here other things are thrown at you. And if you're anything like me, if you have other people that you love and care for deeply, if things are happening with them, you want to just, you know, like, okay, I'm going to pray for you. I got you, and you feel for them. And then, at some point, I got to a point where, I got to a point where it was just like, you get so overwhelmed, you just freeze. Yeah. Yeah, it was like that. So, like, and then I was just over it at that point. But then I was just like, I know what else is going on with me. I'm overstimulated. I'm overstimulated. And I need time. Y'all, I need time to myself every day. We all need time. Look, listen to me. We all need that quiet time. We all need that self-care time. We all need that relaxing time. And working on our physical health, we all need the time. Y'all, listen to me, because I need to listen to myself. We all need that time to ourselves where we are taking care of ourselves. Okay, I remember reading something a while back, and it talking about how self-care is not selfish, is not. And you have to take care of yourself. Even the word of God says to take care of your body, take care of your temple, you know, take care of what God has created for you to dwell in, and what the Holy Spirit is supposed to dwell in, right? Take care of your body. So and that's the whole thing, your body, your mind, your spirit, everything, right? So anyway, because of the kind of work that I do, I'm an educator and I work with little ones, and so because of that, it's a constant, that job is a hands-on job completely. You have to be, completely in this. You have these beautiful, wonderful lives, little lives that you are teaching, that you are taking care of, that you are helping to mold, and along with their parents and their family members and all their, but you're helping to mold them and everything. And it's just like all of that takes stuff out of you too. And then again, I have 4 kids. I have four. In different ages, of course, but and then, of course, I'm a wife too. And so sometimes I feel like I'm always on. I'm always on. And I need to be off sometimes. I need to be off sometimes. I need time where I am taking care of myself. I need time where I can pour into myself. We all need that. And with me being overwhelmed, with me being overworked or feeling that way, it's hard for me to find the time to do that, to take my morning walks, because now I'm working more hours and I'm working a little earlier than I was. And so that took away the morning walks. And I'm thinking to myself, I might have to cut my hours back again so that I can have that morning walk, because that really served me well and that got me into the mind frame that I needed to be in for the rest of the day. A lot of those times I spent praying or listening to worship music or just enjoying nature or just listening to a podcast or just listening to different things, and I really enjoyed that. So I don't know, y'all might have to go back to that. I might have to cut my hours back so that I can have that time in the morning, that I used to have. Ooh, I really, really loved that. But when you're feeling all these, when you're feeling these ways, y'all, just overworked, overwhelmed, over it, overstimulated, when you're feeling all this, all that, all this, all that, you know, you can, this is a situation where it will greatly affect your health, each and every area of your health. If you're not taking care of yourself, if you're not getting enough rest, if you're not pouring into you, if you're not like having that quiet time, or whatever feeds you, whatever gives you energy and fills you up, if you're not doing that, it will greatly affect your health in negative ways. Believe me. Believe me, I know, you know. And so I'm sitting here to you in the thick of it, in the thick of it, just trying to come up with different ways. And if y'all have any thoughts or anything like that, or you know, just put them in the comments if you have any thoughts. And I with my, or if you want to share like the different things that you're going through, and what you're doing about it or whatever, just let me know. But I sit and I wonder, I can't be the only one going through a lot during this time. I can't be. But it's a lot of stuff that's going on. But anyway, I digress. So when you're feeling that way, think about what you're actually handling and what you're actually doing, and what it's like, it's like, if I'm like this in my mind, just think of how the outside looks. Just think of how that looks on the outside. Y'all, just even with my house and with my home and everything, it's just like there's so many things that I feel like I want to tackle. I feel like I want to clean things that I'm like, okay, I'm finding things. And it's like, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Because there is always going to be something to do. My mindset has to change. My mindset has to change. And I need to start making time for doing nothing. Making time for taking care of myself. Making time where it's quiet. Because it's in those times for me that I hear from God, that, I actually feel energized. And so I'm going to really purpose, especially this year, on getting my rest and taking care of myself. And I hope that you do too. Because honestly, your health depends on it. Your all around health, each and every part. And remember, each and every area of health is connected in some kind of way. And a lot of times when you do better in one area, it will greatly help and affect, positively affect another area. But yeah, y'all, that completes part 2. Please join me for the next video. And I will see y'all in the next one. May God continue to bless us on this health journey. All right. Bye.